So, what's going on YouTube? Video coming at you from the RC dungeon. I've been sick and still kind of sick. I've been doing a little bit better. I've been getting some run time in. I haven't been doing a whole lot of running videos per se lately, but I have been getting some run time in. I got my, you can't see it's off camera, the Rovan LT320 truck. I've been beating on it and running it pretty good. So my last run, anyhow, I ended up pretty much blowing my clutch apart, which is the same clutch that's been on this truck for probably, I want to say, well, since I bought the truck, 3 years, something like that. It was the double spring clutch. So I can't really complain. 3 years worth of runtime beating on it. It's definitely done. It's definitely had to have broke a spring. Something broke in there. This 32cc Rovan engine still holding on strong. I'm going to be tearing it completely apart, going over everything, cleaning it out, installing a crankcase, outer wears on it because it still is running really well. Probably going to be keeping this engine in it. Obviously I haven't removed from the truck right now. I've cleaned the truck up. I'm going to be doing a center diff rebuild. I'm going to order a set of Team Chase center diff out drives for the center diff because the Rovan ones just haven't, I guess they've held up for about a year. I'm still not real impressed with how they have held up. The center diff itself is the CNC Rovan one. I'll bring the truck up here in a minute. Or maybe another video and go over some of the stuff that, again, with the truck, because I've got a lot more runtime on it now still. I got to do some other work to it too. I got a messed up diff housing in the back, not the diff, but that plastic housing. Some of the screw holes have been started to strip out. So I've got to address some different stuff with the truck. So anyhow, I'm gonna be getting this tore down. I'm gonna go ahead and see what kind of damage I got done to my clutch here. I'll talk to you guys, I guess, while I'm tearing it down here. I'll lay the engine over. Get this stuff broke loose here. But yeah, I was real sick, guys, for a long time. I don't know how many people still even watch the channel or whatever. I just haven't been able to really, I mean, I have been going to work and stuff, but, you know, it's just been really bad for, everybody in my family's just been sick. Now we got this coronavirus crap going around and stuff, and I don't even want to talk about it, as crappy as it is right now, so, just absolute craziness. Craziness at the stuff that's going around. From where I work at, sucks, man. We're not really. I do DME medical equipment, and we're not really set up to properly take care of stuff, in my opinion, in my company. So I've been kind of stressing about that lately. Gotta go to work and earn that money, man. That's just life. If you die, you die. That's what I've learned. It seems that way anyways. Nobody really cares. It seems anyways. But anyhow, let's get this thing torn apart. We got, trying to see in there. And definitely I'm almost 100% sure it was my clutch that blew apart on me. I was actually doing 360s on the hardtop in front of my house on the flat top, so you know, I figured something would let go and break. I wanted to do that ball haul build this winter on the channel. Obviously, with everything that's going on and stuff, you know, that's not going to happen. Plus, you know, getting some parts and stuff coming from, you know, China and everything, I'm definitely going to give stuff some time and everything before, you know, I get into ordering stuff again for a while. I'm going to be placing a DDM order because I am going to be playing with the gearing. And then, of course, you just got your 4 bolts here that I removed, guys. That takes your clutch cover carrier, whatever, off your clutch carrier. And there's something I want to talk about on this for a second here in a minute. I'm going to set it off to the side for right now. Oh, yeah, and you can see, guys, there's my clutch. Wow. Okay, well, that settles that. Well, there's the clutch. Didn't break a clutch spring. The bolt, the clutch bolt, let me pull this out, has busted off inside of my crank. You can see how the hell that happened, I don't know. There's the clutch bolt. There's the threaded piece. Trying to get the camera to focus on it a little better here. It busted off inside my crank. I'll bring the engine up here. Okay? Hold on. Wow. That's kind of surprising. Because I had this apart and serviced it not very long ago. So, here's the engine, guys. There's the busted off bolt in the crank. So, yeah. Well, yes, I'll be working on that, maybe. Wow. This engine runs real strong too, guys, so it looks like I may be getting a little bit of a leak down here in my crankcase seal. I mean, I don't know. It's been running really good, so maybe not. I don't know if I'll be able to get that broken piece of that bolt out of there. If you guys got ideas, comment up on it or whatever. Man, this engine, guys, has really held up real good, too. I have really pounded it and not cut it any slack. I do have that modded. It's the race porter, whatever. Gosh, it's been so long. I'm off my game a little bit here, guys. It's the G340, Zenoa G340 from ESP. So I may end up just tossing it in there and just saying the heck with it. Because I am going to be going to some higher gearing on the Rovan. I'm going to be I'm ordering a Vertigo along with the install kits to match it with the chassis inserts and everything. I'm going to be going with, I'm getting a 20 and a 21. I can't see me needing to go any higher than that. I'm not even sure what the gearing options even really are with your factory center diff gear. I'm pretty sure I can go to that high without any problems or anything like that. I'm guessing that G340, this engine, this Rovan 32 needed higher gears. Yeah, this is a factory stock 19. That's on here. That just wasn't a high enough gear in my opinion. Truck just topped out way too quick. Even being a real heavy pig with the stainless steel skid plates and stuff on it, it topped out way too fast. So it needed higher gearing put on it, and I'd imagine that G340, if I slap it on there, is going to need a higher gear too. I just really wanted to run this engine to see how much more I could get out of it. Naturally, if I'm going to have to tear it down to replace a crank, I might as well just rebuild the whole thing. Which I may do that. I don't know. I've been looking at some reed cases and stuff like that. Maybe I'll pull a swap, and I don't know, guys. I may see if I can find some way of getting that out of there without damaging the crank or anything like that. Because, like I said, that engine has still been running super strong. With a lot of guys saying, that they don't get any time use out of their, supposedly out of their, Rovan engines. This thing has held strong. I've overheated it, beat the snot out of it. So I just wasn't expecting that busted bolt off in the crank like that. So that's just really odd that did that, to be quite honest with you. I just thought the clutch had taken a dump on me, so it is what it is. I'll try to figure out something with that maybe. If not, you guys might be seeing the ESP engine go in. Now that I got a better idea of where I'm at, because I was waiting till I got this tour part to place a DDM order, and I'm getting kind of worried about ordering parts online. Just the simple fact is, I'm worried about eventually with all this crap going on, they may start cutting deliveries and stuff like that. So that's why I figured I'd get into this tonight and figure out what I was going to need and everything. So, with that being said, something I mentioned earlier in the video with you guys, I want to talk about real quick. All the parts and everything, in my opinion, has held up pretty well on this Rovan LT320 truck, with the exception of my rear diff that I blew out, and a few other odds and ends of problems, but to be expected even with if you would buy the Losi. But anyhow, one major thing I've had with this truck since I bought it, and the first year or so I ran it a decent amount, but not a lot, and then I kind of didn't run it that much, and then here lately I've been running it a lot, and I've been kind of beating on it a lot harder. These Rovan pinion gears here just don't seem to hold up very well. That's why I'm hoping the Vertigo ones are made a lot better and will hold up, because I'm going to be ordering the Vertigo, clutch bell, gear, all the whole kit, the whole set for it. Because I want to get more speed out of this truck anyhow. It's just too slow for me after running the ball hauls and everything. But anyhow, these factory Rovan pinion gears just don't. That's one thing that's never impressed me on the truck since I bought it. This is the third one that I've put on it. And they just haven't ever really held up that long. They just wear really fast. The metal just seems real soft in my opinion. And I mean, I've had a good gear mesh and everything. So, I just thought I'd mention that. That's just one of the things that I've kind of had some issues with the truck and stuff. I'm going to try to move some of my stuff around. I tried to clean up down here before I started doing any kind of videoing or anything, but it's just been crazy and hectic, and I wanted to get video up for you guys and stuff and try to get back into the normal as far as normal can be right now, I guess one could say.